Right, hello and welcome to Naraka Bladepoint. In fact, let me just try and hand that up a bit. Hello and welcome to Naraka Bladepoint. So, it is essentially, and it's a joking aside, it is essentially, it's like a battle royale sort of spectacle fighter type game. So instead of going around with guns, fight and survive to get in the circle and that, it's basically the same thing except, you know, you're going around with katanas, and there are still like bows. Instead of guns, you've got bows. There's muskets and things, but just a bit of a different take on the genre. I believe so. This is the public test at the moment that's on the Steam Next Fest, and coming up soon. I think it's going to full release. I just checked before this. It's £18, so it's 18 quid, local equivalent. Of if you're from elsewhere, but I don't know. It's a bit weird. I'm not sure how sold I am on it because it seems to be 18 quid to buy it. Yet they're going to do battle passes, and as you can see up here, it looks like there's a premium currency. So it seems to be, rather than going, oh, we'll do this for our monetization strategy, they've kind of gone, what if we just did everything? So I'm always a bit sceptical when I see that sort of thing in play, but I thought I would have a go at least anyway, while it was free. Of course, I'm into spectacle fighters, God of War, and Amazing Spider-Man, and I'm trying to think what else I've been on in the past few years. Devil May Cry. So I've got a selection of heroes, so obviously, like most games at the moment, they're doing, you know, selection of heroes, and you can just pick one. And we've got a.
I hope you're not squeamish. This will get messy.
We've got Vipening here. They're like the Blade Master. They have a few skills, so we can do like a heavy attack here that does a bit of knockback, and then her big ultimate ability is she becomes vulnerable for 5 seconds, but afterwards stuns all nearby enemies for 5 seconds and makes them vulnerable. So there's that.
Once a friend, always a friend.
We've got the guys here. We've got this one here, and we've got this fella here. I'm not fully sure though, but I think they're both meant to be kind of like brawling type units. I think this guy can summon like a twister. Yeah, as his ultimate ability summons like a little sandstorm thing. We've got a monk. Got a monk who turns into like a giant titan monster, so he just basically becomes really big and starts smashing everything. This is his ultimate ability. The other lass we've got here is the rogue unit, essentially. They can go invisible.
Oh, that inner voice telling you to pick me?
Or at least
Listen to it.
Or at least I think they're invisible. They're not really. No idea who this one is. These are going to be there after the early access. I think they're available for. They're available if you pre-order it or something. I don't know. It's again bit unsure of the monetization on this. That's the only thing that's kinda holding me off on this, basically. But one thing that's quite interesting though, so you can take your character.
You've made the right choice. But
So
that doesn't mean you can slack off.
So this one's the healer unit. Quite like the healer unit because, well, I mean, the others are just like, ooh, they've got a special attack. This has got, you know, healing in the middle of a fight. Seems more useful to me, so I've gone with them. But what's quite interesting is you can customise appearance, which I didn't know at first, but you can go here, you press edit, and you can just kind of change a bunch of things. There is a lot. So all of these are just for the face. Then you've got eyebrows, eyes, nose, mouth, skin tone. So for example, we can go in here, we could make the eyes absolutely ridiculous. Something like that. Just move around a bit. And just basically play around a bit. Important to note, though, that you can also make them look metallic as well, so they look like they're made of metal or whatever a bit. 2 reset buttons. If you're playing this, the reset feature down here resets just just this current thing. So don't press this reset. There's an undo button as well. But I think that only undoes your last one. You can't use it multiple times. But if you press, if you go and press this button, that resets everything. Don't make that mistake. I did once or twice. Very annoying. So as you can see, the eyes have gone back to normal again. You can save them as new, because you can have, as I mentioned, and you can move a hair out of the way. That's quite nice. We could get something random. So we've got a little random button here. To get some interesting results. As you can see, you've got quite a wide array of customization here. So, what have we got? Smart customize. Select photo and click generate, auto-generate custom character. Interesting. But it does have quite a robust character customization feature, which, now, I'll be honest, you know, knowing the internet and their waifus at the moment, I'm beginning to see how they're going to get away with the price point of these. I'll say that. You can import and share, that sort of thing. Changes to discard. Yes, discard the changes. So, one I made earlier, you can only say that as like a 4-letter word, even though they're allowed to call theirs default face. God knows why, but whatever. So we've got reds. And I'll go back.
You've made the right choice, but that doesn't mean you can slack off.
We can go to customize, and I got a red outfit and some red hair. Boom.
Genius recognizes genius.
Took me an entire 20 minutes, that. Just before the video. So we've got our healer here. So, and we'll get going. Hopefully, we can get in a game. I have had some issues with it. It was working perfectly fine yesterday. There's been a patch, and also I've upped the graphics because I realised for whatever reason it auto set them to low, even though my card should probably be able to handle high. But we will see. The main issue I have is with loading times, though it does recommend an SSD at the beginning. I have an old 8TB hard drive that hasn't been defragged in a while. You can probably tell where the issue is. So, that in mind though, so we'll get in again. So basically the game works as, it is, like I say, it's a spectacle fighter. It's got 2 moves. You can either do a sweep or a sort of horizontal, so it's like, or a vertical attack. So it's horizontal attack, vertical attack, right? No matter how you mix them up, it's always a 3-hit combo, right? So you've got a regular attack for your sweep, a regular attack for your horizontal, regular attack for your vertical. Horizontal seems to be good if there's multiple enemies in front of you. Vertical is it's basically an overhead attack, so you've got a slash, you've got an overhead. Overhead, obviously, single target damage is better. A slash attack it's a little bit faster and it hits multiple enemies in front of you. No matter how you mix them up, the third attack will always be a sort of charged heavy attack, yeah, at the end of a combo. You can do one of those regularly by just pressing and holding the button, and you'll just do a charged attack. But if you do it at the end of a combo, it will automatically do one for you without you having to charge it. You also have a lot of mobility in this game. You've got like these parkour abilities. You can run along walls. You can climb up vertical ascents and things. Ooh, we just barely managed to load in time. But that seems to be the main problem at the moment. It seems to have some really bad loading times from what I've experienced. You'll notice at the start of the game, because this is the pre-lobby we were meant to be joining, and it's just, if you're not running it on an SSD, this might be a bit much for your computer. I might even lower the graphics if we have problems here, just because it might load it a bit faster and guarantee us to get in a game. Once we're running, it should be fine. You know, I've a pretty beefy graphics card and more RAM than I know what to do with, so as soon as it's in here, we should be fine. It's just getting into it initially. Good lord, the world is ending around us. Right. Oh wow, it is. Yeah, that is very slow.
The healing may begin.
Who knows, we might eventually load in. Wait for it. Oh wow, I think both of our both of the people in the party with us might have disconnected already as well. Everything seems to be animated. Are we in? Holy crap, are we in? Wait for the little connection thing there to just go. Are we in? Are we in? Are we in? We might be in. Yeah. You see what I mean? Like, I bet you are probably thinking then, oh god, this'll never get in, he's never gonna be, it'll never run it on these settings. The moment it's loaded, it's still having some teething problems at the moment. We don't want range resist, it's not great. One thing as well we can do here, which I quite like, say that I want to rummage through everything on the ground, I can just open my inventory and it gives you them on a list there on the left. So I can just kind of quickly browse through it here. It's quite nice. But yeah, the moment we're in, no issue. Right? It's over that initial loading phase. Game looks absolutely stunning. It just takes a goddamn age to load it in, it seems. But I think I will probably lower the graphics after this. Just... yeah. Looks absolutely gorgeous. I will get that. Got some armour. Oh, we don't want that armour. Got some armour powder. Got an attack. Attack. What was it called? Soul Jade. It's like a sort of like a gem that you can. You've got like a certain amount of sort of slots for gems, for lack of a better term, that you can carry around with you. So here we probably don't want the ranged one anymore. We don't want ranged, for instance. We've got a weapon bag upgrade, so we can carry an extra weapon. Got some armour, grappling spool. We've got a health gem that we can carry. We've got our first weapon. That will help. It helps to be able to attack people back when they try to murder you. Yeah, I dare say I think that this is probably not an uncommon issue though, because I've had a lot of people disconnect at the beginning of games. I think it just times them out on the loading. It has a really bad problem with loading times. We'll play this game with the graphics up. I'll drop it to the lowest settings in the next one, and you can we can compare and contrast. Because if you're getting into this, I think it probably benefits you to have a good look at it's important to kind of highlight what might be a potential issue if you're considering a purchase. So we'll have a look. We'll compare. We'll contrast. In the meantime, I'll try to get as many people killed as that is a Battle Royale, of course. That is basically the circle. In this one, I believe they call it corruption, shadow corruption. I think it's like essentially, yeah, I think it is. Ooh, our item bag is full. Right. I think it is meant to be like a. You're wanting to like gain this power of like a fallen god or something that died on the Isle, and I suppose that's like representative of perhaps the forces of darkness slowly setting in to claim it for their own or something. Not entirely certain. There's some kind of fluff reason, but we basically want to just avoid that. You know how it is. On a battle royale, avoid the circle, get to the middle, kill everyone else. I have so far, when I've had games where I've actually managed to get a full team that don't disconnect at the start, I've come second. I've come first once. I won one, but I was with a guy who'd clearly been playing this a lot longer than just this beta. They probably bought into it a while back, I suppose. They seemed to know what they were doing. Oh yeah, that just happens at some points. That's just a thing. I'm getting all this... Oh, crap. Okay, it's not coming any further than that, but at least. I'm finding all these weapon bag upgrades, but I've yet to get a second weapon. Oh. I'm blaming the dragon for that. Come on, get to the top. Ah! Yeah, item bag is full. Okay. I think most of these aren't what we're looking for. We're wanting a weapon. Cannon? No, I want a melee weapon. I've not really had much luck with the ranged weapons, I'll admit. They seem a bit dodgy to use, and people move. Mobility is very important on this, as you can imagine, and people really close that gap on you fast. We will swap this out for one of our attack soul jades, so we've got higher attack. Another weapon bag upgrade. We're finding nothing but weapon bag upgrades. As you can see though, we've got quite a bit of mobility. You can climb things, hop over stuff, you can wall run, you can grapple hook. In fact, I'll show the grapple hook off. There you go. Very useful. It does use ammo though. As you can see, we've got these those blue items there, the spools of rope. You have to have an amount of those. That's a respawn point as well. You can't use it after the first circle though. So something to keep in mind. So we can no longer use that now. Oh, top 20, and we're having some issues again. Oh God! Right.
What? Where did you come from?
And we are dead. Well, we didn't lose much. bit of a throwaway, that one. We'll see if we can get. Yeah. We'll drop it to the absolute lowest. Oh wait. Hang on. Yeah, it doesn't seem to. Okay. Right. Lowest graphics. We'll lose a bit of lighting and a few effects, but. So we can compare the differences. Hopefully, when with a team that actually remains in the game. It always helps. And, you know, find an actual melee weapon at the start.
I knew it! Our paths were fated to cross.
But as you can see, it's got problems even with. Yeah. Right. So, as you can see, we've got two other people on the team. We need to wait and see where they go, really. The areas highlighted in the yellow here are where it's resource rich, so there's going to be more stuff there. And we can pick any of the 3 areas that are available. My teammates have yet to pick somewhere. And you kind of want to avoid where other people are dropping. So it's a bit of a different style of doing it. So you can kind of see where others are. don't appear to have selected anywhere to drop yet. There. But yeah, as you can see, it's just it's just got these loading and hitching issues. It's, you know, while it's on demo, if you're thinking of getting it, I would try it, because you never know, it might run differently on your machine to mine, but I'd be very careful at the moment, because you know how it is if you've tried to upgrade lately. None of the graphics cards in the world seem to be available. But yeah, obviously, even with lowest settings, having some issues, but mildly better. It does just seem to be loading issues. Possibly possibly server side issues, perhaps. Again, it was working the other day. There's been a patch. I've had a lot more loading issues after the patch. Where have they ended up? Oh, they are quite far away. How did they end up down there? Well, let's try and hurry up. Okay, we've got a cannon. That is almost useless. Oh, thank God, a sword. Right. Okay, we will discard that. Right, we've got a sword. So if you are, I don't know if it does this on PC, but it's definitely doing it on a controller. If after looting something,
The healing may begin.
if you have, what's it? Your camera can get stuck, sort of like facing this, and you can kind of move it sideways, but not up or down. If you just, well, yeah, no, sorry, it gets stuck not being able to move sideways. It only moves up or down. If you just move it down sharply, it kind of unsticks it. Don't really know why that is. Let's just get away from them, get to our team. It'd be nice if I could do this without loading issues, but it reminds me a lot of, I was playing the other week there we go. So obviously you can use the grappling hook to kind of launch yourself into a fight there. Quite useful. One of those is rare.
Shame. I thought you'd be more interesting.
Okay. What do we need more of? We need some weapon chests. Melee resistance? Yep. Ooh, a great sword. Let's get rid of our bow, I guess. No, not that.
The shadow will shortly begin to spread.
There's the camera shoot. There we go.
Found no lies, only the painful truth.
So we've got this big old buster sword now. What else do we want here? A Taxol Jade. Ooh, a rare katana.
The shadow thickens.
It seems to... The camera just seems to stick after you've looted something. That's when it seems to occur. Let's go up here. So if it's the same item as one you have, it will offer to swap it instead of just pick it up as new. So a nice handy feature that. They're being hurt. Right, we need to get to them quick. Yeah, they are really getting hurt. We can heal them.
Not bad.
And if it stops lagging constantly. Good God.
You shall be healed.
Let's get our revenge on him. Let's heal them. They are really annoying me, that person. Alright, so I've been smashed. Hopefully we now kill him, because that seems to be a bit BS. Got him. I would have hated to have died to lag.
Thank you. I won't make the same mistake twice.
Melee resistance, that'll be a nice one to pick up. Right. Well, let's get our armor back up.
How reassuring.
Use our healing ability. Ooh. Is someone taking it? No. Right then, mine.
Good as
Enemies in the vicinity.
I am going to use both of these. I'm going to... So you've got durability on your weapons. You use the weapon crates in order to restore it. And I probably want to move over towards my team.
Gaze upon my enemies.
Oh,
I love this. Shame.
so as I mentioned,
I thought you
big
were
single target damage on the vertical hits on the overheads. Gotcha.
The healing may begin.
Oh, the dragon's coming back out. I'm yet to figure out exactly what he does. I think he like shoots some stuff onto the battlefield and you have to avoid it. So I think it's just like an environmental thing. Where is it? Oh, he's behind. Ah, they got behind me. And I'll see if we can have one more. But we've got in a few fights. Did a bit of damage, not much, but some healing. Queues are short at the very least. I will say one thing as well, that the control scheme is a bit finicky, but at least they do have those prompts at the bottom of the screen kind of telling you where everything is. They have the... You do as well have key rebinds. You can do it for controller and for keyboard, and obviously it's on Steam, so you can use the Steam controller configuration.
But that doesn't mean you can slack off.
So a bunch of things you can do. Let's see where our team spawns. There. Okay. So, yeah. So we've got this person, where's the other? Who's our other teammate?
Find me a school, then let's talk.
Somewhere up there. Anyway, one thing I will say, obviously with it being, Japanese, katanas going around slaying like giant dragons and stuff, and just kind of with a lot of sort of those types of games, that kind of style, it does make me laugh how you feel more confident on your team where everyone's like, if you see a team of customized waifus, that's probably a good sign. The most powerful person in the game is probably not the six-pack toted, 7-foot badass with, holding a giant buster sword or something. Okay. It's finishing the load. But yeah, it is definitely. It's got loading issues. It really has. It reminds me a lot of the. A few weeks back, I think I mentioned it. I played the Scavengers beta, and my God, that had some immediately in the game, it would just lag for the first 2 or 3 minutes, like no end. Everyone had the same issue. Not just anecdotally between people I knew who were playing it with me, but I saw people trying to stream it with the exact same issue. Unless you had a god system, it would just lag like nothing. And even with a good system, it would still be laggy. It wouldn't be as bad, but... Ooh, that is a very good start. We've got a full bag of soul gems. Now we just need an actual weapon, He says as they immediately get into combat. Give me a weapon, give me a weapon. Yes!
Oh, I'm so excited.
Okay, we have a really powerful katana. That should serve as well.
Like I said, good things always happen to geniuses.
Okay, we are set for weapons.
I can't believe I didn't see them coming. You shall be healed.
Right, we're healing. So the game has a parry system.
Not bad. Ooh, what a find.
Oh, get the spear. Yes. Lovely. We now have an epic grade spear. What? What? There. Yes, there we go. Christ almighty. As you can imagine, a parkour system that's trying to allow you to be able to run and move along anything
Now.
can have hiccups sometimes. Oh, he has a legendary pistol. I do not like the pistols. You have to like load several shots into them and then it fires them all off like a shotgun, but it takes an absolute age to do anything with. Right. I need to find some armour if I can. Yeah. Right. These, by the way, we've got quests. Basically, if you've played Call of Duty, that's the equivalent of the what would you call it, the contract system. We have some armour at least now. Right. Probably couldn't have asked for a better start on this one, so let's hopefully give it a really good showing before the before we finish here. Because I'd like to show this off. I do think it's a good game. I'm a bit wary of the how it's going to market itself and how it's going to price itself, given that it's got a battle pass and it's paid and it's a paid for game and it's using microtransactions with a second currency. It's like, pick one, please. I would like some armour, preferably, at some point. Oh, we have a person over there.
Let's go.
Are we going to engage? It would seem so. They're going for us.
Shame. I thought you'd be more interesting.
I will say, so far, one of my favourite weapons is probably oh, did they take the health upgrade? I'll take the armour though. We can finally put some armour on. So yeah, I will say one of the I'm a bit wary of like the pricing of the game but it does seem very solid. Like, the combat is satisfying. It can get a bit button spammy, and you can, especially if there's more than one person, just end up in a stun spamming match. Where basically you're just constantly mashing the attack button, just getting stunned, and you can't really do much. But the traversal is great. The combat is satisfying. Again, it could use maybe some tweaking around how much you get stunned and are unable to fight back against things, but it's pretty good, I'd say. I think this is it could have legs. It could end up being quite a big game if you're into battle royales and you're into like spectacle fighters. Could absolutely be for you. I think I'm going to use a small powder just to get my armor all the way to full. Yeah, I think I'm beginning to understand what the dragon is. I think he just pokes out and just starts smashing things every now and then. You have to just be wary. And I'm stunned. You see what I mean? I can't really do much. Yeah. So they went straight for the healer. I just got stunned into oblivion. Couldn't do much, but they are now getting smacked about a lot, but unfortunately their healer's still alive over there. So we might have some difficulties here, but it looks like both of our teammates are on them.
Only fools die young.
Yeah, I think we're out. And that's that. Unfortunately, we are out again.
Your kindness will not go unnoticed.
What?
We might be able to have one final game. I'm just a bit. I'd like to have a really good one where I don't just go in and suck. That would be nice. I will admit it would be nice to go in and have a game where it doesn't take forever to load, and I have an actual decent game with a few good fights, rather than just getting ambushed and obliterated
Warning. I'll question you on everything.
after like 2 fights. I'm going to say, is it going to let us choose a spawn point here? Right. I don't see them going anywhere. Let's go where? We can't go there. It's outside of the boundaries. dear. Okay, we appear to have one person who's highly customised, me, and then a guy who looks like one of the peasants from The Witcher. At least it put us next to each other, seeing as no one picked anything. Right, let's get over that initial loading hump. Oh, we've got a shop next to us. That could be useful. That could be very useful. Yeah, so those, by the way, they're the shops. You see like a little guy's hand poking out? I think there's just a guy inside who's just got a load of stuff. Let's see what we've got. Nope. Not a whole lot. Here we go. Yes. No, I want in the house. Mine. I guess the cannon immediately finds better cannon. Again, really nice that I can just kind of do that. We'll take some grappling spools and some armor powder. Oh, nearly got the spear. The spear is my favourite weapon so far. You move really far forwards as you use it, and it's got a lot of reach. It's really good for just chasing people down who are trying to get away. And because it moves you forward and has a lot of reach, it's pretty good actually for just initiating fights as well.
The healing may begin.
I've got like 12 grappling spools, so I'm probably fine on that. Over 6,000 cash? What? I'm getting to the shop. Hell yeah, I'm getting to the shop. By the way, that box that fell down last time, so as far as I'm aware, I've only got to that. I've only got to that once. And we can upgrade that again. That's all of our money. That was the first time I'd got to it in an actual game. Well, in the tutorial, but it's basically, it's like getting to a... It's basically like a drop of free equipment and supplies. You go to it, it works like a shop, but all the things there are free. And you can just empty it all out, but it's only got one in stock of everything. So you go up and you just basically get a load of free stuff. Basically. Wow, okay. I take it back. Witcher guy is, you know, sort of budget Geralt here is really, really going ham on everyone, it seems. He is showing no mercy, and we are being shot at.
They're hitting me. Stop hitting me. Nothing personal.
What have we got then? Oh, there's some armour. I could do with another weaponry chest. I probably want some armour powder now more than anything else. Right, we're going this way, are we?
Enemies in the vicinity.
Oh, we've got... Yeah, there are. There's one there. Let's just cast a heal on them. And if I teleport over, I should now stun that person. Open them for an attack. And we can finish. Well, I said I could use some armor powder. We can take that. We've got plenty of room for these gems now because we bought some extra slots. The gems, as I mentioned, they are kind of Oh, we are still under attack. Okay, go. I don't think there's loads here I need, is there? Okay. I'm going to use some armor powder though. I could use a top up on it. Ow.
Too late to choose another
Ah.
path.
Let's go!
Right, Rem is here.
Smart move helping me like that. You shall be healed.
We've got heal on.
Lesson learned.
And that's why I don't really rate the ranged weapons. They think that they're hidden. They aren't really. Ah, they got me though. Oh, we've got another one. Get him, Geralt. Get him. Orion traded. I am going to heal.
Feels much better. Thank you. Just remember, no good deed goes unpunished. Thank you. Just remember,
Big for the top
no
to
good deed
Chimicado.
goes unpunished.
We'll heal them. And I need to get myself some armor potions. Well, armor powder, whatever it is. Melee resistance? Yeah, sure. We've got blue weapons. We need armor powder, really. My god, there's so many. It's like a graveyard here now. Melee resist 2, yes. What else? Yeah, we really need some armor powder. Health and... yeah, I think that's pretty good. If no one's grabbing that, I am. Oh. Shit, gotta go. Gotta go.
Look at this!
Big for the top to Chimicado.
Little bit dicey.
My future is protected.
Come on. Gimme the armor. And now that the first area has drawn in, so we can no longer resurrect at the resurrection stations at this point. So for example, we can't come down here and resurrect, for example. No, I want the armor powder. The inventory, it's nice that you've got an inventory and you can manage it, but it's the menu could do with a bit of work. Just a smidge. I do believe I am being shot at. Yes,
I can't believe
I am
didn't see
being.
them coming.
Oh no, I did.
This.
Oh yeah, they are here.
Huh? What? Why are you attacking me?
Right, there's our target. We'll get him from behind this time, rather than us getting got from behind.
We're still friends, right?
We have almost no money. Well, we've got melee resist. That could be useful. We can swap it because we've already got one. That's just an upgrade.
Here you go, friend. Look at this.
Right. Melee resist.
Look at this.
We'll discard that. We'll take the melee resist because it's a blue. We want armor powder.
Wow.
I am a bit. I guess I'll buy a few.
Barrel through.
26 people left.
Look what I found.
My future is protected.
The shadow
Oh.
Nice to be the one being healed for once.
I think the shop closed. I think it was one of those special ones that you can get a few off of. Yeah, it's one of those special ones where you get 3 items from, but a little bit too slow on the mark there.
Enemies close by.
Why am I on the cannon? We'll heal. Oh, I am getting absolutely... Yeah. I think someone cast an AoE in my heal that out damages the heal. And I lagged like hell. Budget Geralt's down. And our last person is... Oh, it's not looking great. They can still get them. Oh, but the shadow's coming in. Hell, I mean, even that person might die from this. Are they looting? In the middle of the damn circle? I don't think they've realised they're in the circle. Hang on. It's not letting me move to them. I think that person who's dead in their team is the one who died next to us. Yeah. They died in the circle trying to loot the bodies. Well, at least we got a few good fights in. I'm happy with that. I hope it's given you a bit of an idea of where this game is at the moment and where it's at. I think yeah, again, it was working very well yesterday, and I had some really good games. But it's been since that latest patch, it's been lagging a lot. It's really been hurting. Really been hurting my performance on it. I was averaging like, I think yesterday I got like a game where I got 11,500 damage, and now I'm getting like 2 or 3 all day, and I'm just lagging as soon as I get attacked.
Genius recognizes genius.
So I don't know, but again, it's got a strange payment system. Again, it's going to be paid to play with a battle pass with microtransactions. It seems really good, but with all that monetization, I would say approach it tentatively. But if you're into these sort of things, you like the customization system, it could be interesting one. Could be an interesting one. I'm gonna end it here. We are on the just over the hour mark. I'm going to go and try. Well, I'm going to get something to eat, but I just got access to the Anvil testing, so the Anvil open beta. I'm going to give that a go next. I've tried a demo of it a while back. It's like a top-down roguelike. I think it's going to be co-op as well. I think they might have the servers up this time, so I might be able to play it with friends. But I'll probably record a session on that as well. And then I think I'm probably gonna go back to the regular scheduled stuff we were playing through. Necromunda Hired Guns had a few updates, and a few other games have. So probably head back to that, finish this ongoing series off. But been a nice break for this next fest, and while E3 is on, just trying out a few different games. But I'll see you then. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.